Howdy, my friends. Michael Palmisano here. I'm obsessed with live music. Everything about this channel is about live music. It's what hooked me in the first place, right? Do you feel it in the room? And when I was a kid, I collected music DVDs, every one that I could find. I spent all my money on. Now, I don't know if people still do that and watch full-length live concerts because everybody's got the attention span of a gnat now. But boy, do I encourage you to do so. These are my top 5 must-see, regardless of genre, because they capture lightning in a bottle. Now, I will give you this little caveat. They do not include the top of the mountain, the 2 best of the best. Without a doubt, Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense, and The Last Waltz, the band, are the number 1 and 2. They're tied for number 1. So these are my top 5, not including those. And we're going to start it off in reverse order, probably, with the best of the best performances. This is the Queen herself, Aretha Franklin, 1972, live New Temple Missionary Baptist Church, singing Amazing Grace. What's so great about this is that this is what music is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the great connector of people's souls. And you get to hear the crowd, see the crowd, and pay attention to this little tidbit. The piano player, the organist, are following her. There's no tempo. There's no groove. This is straight in the air, in the moment, and it's the best that it gets. You cannot watch this and not have the hair stand up on your arms. You notice how the keyboards were waiting for her to get to Lost to switch to the chord? It's just pure in the moment. And if you get to watch that DVD, or online now on YouTube, watch the faces of the people. Watch what it means to them. Watch them cry and shout. Pretty much unbeatable. Next on my list is Band of Gypsys. If there was one show that I could go back in time to see, and I've thought about this a lot, it'd be New Year's, 1969 into 1970. Watching Hendrix with his all-black power trio, the Band of Gypsys, okay? Doing Machine Gun. This is a pure, unadulterated moment of zen, pure flow. The brain is off. He channels the bombs being dropped. This moment when he lifts into the stratosphere, just grabs that minor third and holds it and just lets it reverberate through the room, is just the pinnacle of not just electric guitar achievement, but is the point of music in the first place. It is a pure sound of the soul. If you're not singing it, this is the next best thing. And in fact, it's just as good and unique in its own way because it's completely pure in all of its imperfection and just sonic assault on the senses. It is pure liftoff into the stratosphere, and it warms the deepest cockles of my heart. Here you go. I can't play more because it's going to get blocked. This might even block it, but this is the one, and there's an incredible documentary that goes along with it. Really hard to find, worth it. Third on my list. Again, we're going to church. If you can't isolate the theme here, this is Bob Marley and the Wailers, live at the Rainbow, London, 1977, doing War into No More Trouble. Again, Bob's trying to connect the masses. Tell everybody, if you know what this life is worth, look for yours here on earth, right? And you get to see him preach above the tempo, above the groove, way on top. And this video, it just captures him and the band at its peak in his element. You get to see the iconic shot on all the posters where he holds his hand up. And if you pay attention to one thing about the reggae music, one thing, the keyboards.
We don't the philosophy which old one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Well, everywhere is war. Everywhere is war. Everywhere is war. Everywhere is war. Hey.
It's just a vibe. And his message means more today, perhaps more than ever. And I just, again, if there was another concert that I could go back in time to see, it'd be this one. Number 4 on my list, Outer Space Time. This one is on my list because it is just one of those moments in time that just needed to happen. The fact that it did happen and the fact that it was recorded and one of the biggest bands of all time went to Pompeii and recorded live. It is just a sight and sound to behold. This is Pink Floyd live at Pompeii, and the track that I'm picking, okay, one of these days, I'm going to cut you into little pieces. When the shot picks up over the soundboard and the groove hits in, you're just transported to a different universe. And it is just everything that the teenage me wanted in their lives. It made me think of what's possible and what's come before all at the same time, in a sound that is both experiential, new, but also rooted in the things that I recognize and that I love. It is just Pink Floyd and concert video at its best, truly. And you know he hits that gong. Number 5 on my list was a very hard choice. I'm going to read this list in a second of all the runners-up. But I chose this one because you get to see stadium performance at its absolute finest. You get to see a band at their peak and a singer who's literally the voice. When we talk about the voice, who is the voice? Steve Perry. You get to see Steve Perry, 1981 with Journey, sing Open Arms and just crush. This whole concert is just, you watch it and it's just such an overwhelming achievement. The songs for the masses on the biggest stage, delivered flawlessly, and just such an emotive and powerful vocal performance. It had to be number 5. If you haven't seen Steve Perry sing Open Arms, well, you're welcome. Here you go.
How could our love be so blind?
Watch this push.
We sailed on together, we drifted apart, and here you are by my side. So now I come to you with open arms, nothing to hide. Believer, I say. So here I am with open arms, hoping you see what your love means to me. Open arms.
Super pro. I can't tell you how much I adore the whole band, all the songs, especially that DVD. Incredible. Now let me talk to you about my list. What should have made it, okay? Let me hit you with a few, okay? Now in the comments, light me up about what I meant. Light me up. What I would love to happen is for you to show me something I haven't seen before and make me go, of course. Doors, Live at the Hollywood Bowl, and/or Europe 68. Sign of the Times, Prince. Mothership Connection, P-Funk. The Harder They Come, Jimmy Cliff. Monterey Pop. I mean, dude, you get to see Janice Duball and Chain. Alice in Chains, Unplugged, seeing Lane do Down in a Hole. Eric Clapton, Unplugged. It's an unbeatable performance. Nirvana, Unplugged. Obviously. Queen, Live Aid. How is that not on the list? Prince at the Super Bowl. Now, I know that is not, the last two are not full performances, like full concerts, but like perhaps the best musical event that ever was captured could be those two, Queen or Prince. Woodstock. Festival Express. Last Supper, Black Sabbath. Like, just AC/DC Live at Donington. There's so many. There's so many. Please, if you dug this, hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments what I should have done or what is your top 5. I would love to find something new today. And for everyone else out there, listen to live music. Listen to whole live albums. Watch their performance. Pay attention to the different instruments. Watch their performers. Live it and breathe it. And I hope that inspires you to want to do the same. Literally, live performance DVDs and albums are why I'm a career musician and why I'm a teacher. And I hope that that's what comes off from this video, is that excitement for live music. I'll see you out there, my friends. Cheers.